Looking forward to it. And I know you have all day as well, so yin is an interesting one. We are busy bees, and it's also, for me, it used to be quite a challenging practice in, the stillness. Sometimes it's easier to move away from the stillness. So let's come into a comfortable seat to start and immediately find that stillness. You can sit on something if that is a little bit more comfortable for you, a block, a meditation pillow, a bolster. And then just close your eyes. Sit nice and still. Today's practice, so in yin practices we can choose different topics, different themes. And today's practice is very much about the kidney meridian. It kind of sits, your kidneys sit here in the back. It also has to do with your adrenal glands. So they fire up sometimes when we are overstimulated or over-triggered. Still for now and just check in with ourselves. It's also very much linked to our lower back area. So sometimes when we feel tension in specific parts of the body, it's almost challenging to identify, is it the bones, is it the muscles, the fascia, are it the organs? Maybe the organs are under tension and you feel that. Let's just first do a full check-in. The weather here in South Africa is quite stormy and restless, and that energy also has an effect on us. So can we leave the external world what it is? Leave it outside of our attention field for the next hour, and really just focus on our own body, our own breath. Feel your breath. Pay attention to the breath, the quality of the breath. Around 4 counts to breathe in. And your exhales can even be longer than your inhales. I'm again going through the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, which are kind of little rules or little guidelines to life, to the yogic way of living. Today there was a phrase about when we are interrupted, and we are of course interrupted, and those interruptions can become bigger than needed or not, that's a judgment call, but taking long, deep, slow exhales can help us digest interruptions, distractions, whether they are physically or mentally or emotionally or spiritually. So let's bring those deep, slow breathing into our practice. Maybe set an intention for your practice. If you want to place the palms together in front of the heart, just to acknowledge each other. Seal in our intention by bowing our heads towards our fingertips. And then we start on our belly today. So the spine, the health of the spine is obviously always a priority in yoga. And also in yin yoga. But let's today start on our belly into Sphinx pose. We're going to be holding our shapes for longer periods of time, as you know, in yin. So Sphinx pose, you can just bring your toes behind you. I'll set our timer. We're actually going to stay here for 5 minutes, which sounds long, but in yin we can hold poses first moments of our practice to just settle in. You know, the E, F and the T, we've spoken about it before. We find an edge. Not a sharp edge, not a painful edge, but an edge where you feel the tension in your tissues is potentially challenged in a way, in a gentle way. Then the non-fiddling, the F from fiddling, or even the S from stillness comes in, and the T from time. We give our bodies time to be still and find that space. Bring the breath in, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes. Really relax your buttocks. It's quite challenging here. I sometimes think that my buttocks are relaxed and then they're actually not. Take deep breaths in and out. Know that if it's too much, you can always bring your elbows a little bit more to the front of your mat. How does this feel for your lower back? Around 4 counts to breathe in, even 6, and 6 to 8 counts to breathe out. This is also a soft back bend. We've got 3 more minutes. Let's just stay still. Digest our day, digest our thoughts, digest our feelings, and stimulate our kidney meridian. Stimulate the organs, stretch the tissue, rest, recover, and calm down. Stillness, I'll let you know when it's time to move again. What do you feel where? Around 10 more rounds of breath to go. Soften your jaw. belly. Look to the left side. You can place going to sit with your buttocks on the inside of the feet. So this is how you'll be seated, with the heel on the outside of the buttock. Make sure that all your toes are on the floor and pointing backwards. But then you can choose to sit. So let's just see where you go. You can bring your knees together. Make sure your little pinky toe is on the floor. Your heels are pointing straight up. And then it's nice to move your calves out of the way. Either you roll them a little to the side, and then see if your knees are okay here with the buttocks on the floor. If it's not, and you'll feel it quite quickly, just come and sit onto something or several blocks. Yeah. If you are seated on something, you're not going to lie back. If you are seated on something, just stay upright. You can open the heart. Are you seated on something? Just shake a yes or a no. No. Okay, cool. Awesome. Then we can go a little deeper. You can use blocks, or I'm actually going to use my bolster. I know today I can't go all the way down, so you can just put your elbows on something. Let me put the timer. This is a very, very good pose. Hopla. Let's do 4 minutes here. If you want to go all the way down, be my guest. So if you want to go all the way down, you might even go on your elbows first. Check that out if it's not too strong. Specifically here for the lower back, you might want to tuck your tailbone a little. I don't know, some days I can just go straight to my back. Other days there's a lot more resistance. I know for me it's my kidneys. It's not really, maybe the adrenal glands as well. But just go somewhere where you can be quite soft. If you want to go lower, you can. I can't today. I can just feel my body is going, That's the edge. You know, that's the edge we were speaking about. If you want to drop your head, you may. Just make sure it feels alright for your neck. I'm not a big fan of dropping my head, but not because I'm against it for any reason. Just because my body, my neck doesn't like it. We're all built differently. Go back to the breaths. Slow, deep breaths in. Feel even free to close your eyes. And if you feel for some reason tension is being created rather than being released, go a little higher. Place your elbows on top of something. Close your eyes and just notice the sensations in the body. What we can actually also do, if we want to go backwards, but not all the way, you can place something. Let's do that for the last little bit. Under the bra strap. You might also need something right under the armpit for your head. Yeah, that feels good. So it's not all the way down, but you're opening the heart. Make sure your head is resting either on the floor or on a block. Yeah, lovely. Close your eyes. It's a little nicer for the neck. Because keeping the head up like that is not that easy. Let the breaths go nice and slow. round of breath here. We move out of any shape, in yin specifically. Nice and slow, because that's also where you can feel the post effect. I prefer to use my hands to lift my head. So with the hands, I just hold on to the skull, lift the weight of my head and the skull, hands back to your feet. You can place your fingers down, try to come out as symmetrically as possible. And then we come into a little, I can feel that in the legs. Tuck your toes, go softly, forward fold. So bring your feet down, just move slow. Give your body a little bit of an opportunity to go, whoa, what was that? And then just hang forward. If you want to use blocks in your forward fold, you know, if you're kind of higher, just come with your hands in the blocks, or let the hands just drape. Shake a soft yes or no. To the floor. Make sure you've got some space because we're going to add a twist. So let's first come into our child's pose and add our arm variation. We'll stay there for 3 minutes. We've done this one before, so you try either with 1 block or 2 blocks to measure out the length of the back of the arm. Tricep part, far away, but your hips stay down into your heels. And then you can place the other one and put the timer on, and then drop the head. If you can, maybe even the head will touch the floor. Take the first moments to settle in. My blocks are wood, so it's quite tough on the elbows. A little cushioning there, yeah, much better. And then, surrender. Open the armpit area. Keep a little bit further forward. Feel that right at the edge. And the closer you walk your elbows, the bigger the stretch. Doesn't mean it's better. Hello, you know. Bigger stretch doesn't mean it's a better stretch, but it might just feel nicer. Go into sensations. It's okay to cry, as long as you let it go. It wasn't your fault, you didn't know. Deep breaths in and out. Maybe even feel the ribs of the rib cage softly press to the inside of the thighs. Count the breath if it helps you. circular movements. Move with the breath. 3 more rounds of breath. Give yourself some grace. Deep breath, you're gonna be okay. Alright, just 2 more minutes in child's pose. We're adding on a twist. We'll start with a thread the needle. 1 minute. So you come into your normal child's pose. You loop your left arm. Sorry to turn my back to you. The palm of the left hand is facing up when you slide it through. And the right hand can either slide forward or and you need to probably lift a little, can bind on the other side. So this is the 2 options with the right hand, either forward or bound. Left arm loops under. Let me start our timer for us. Off we go. Face is to the right, facing your left palm. Feel free to close your eyes, nice and soft breaths. Slowly release the right hand if it's bound. Come onto the fingertips of the right hand. Unhook your left. And then we'll do the other side. Right arm comes through. I'll see where our music has gone. There you go. 1 minute. It's a long playlist, so let me just double check here. So if seal pose is too much, you might want to take your bolster to the top of your mat. We again go to the belly. So swings, we were on our elbows. Seal is a little bit higher, where you bring your hands as wide as the mat. If that is too much, you can also do swings on your bolster instead. Maybe play around with both. 4 minutes here. Again, a back bend, so be careful with your lower back. Yeah, looking good. Rinsing out those kidneys. That's a cool thing in yoga, any yoga, but also here in yin yoga, we're not just working on our physical body. Also working on the organs, inside the body. Spread the hands, you can walk your hands as close as you need, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Can you still relax your buttocks? Then feel the rib cage expand to the front, to the side, to the back. The lungs fill up fully. pubic bone a little bit pressing into the floor. So if that is too uncomfortable, just come a little bit more forward. It doesn't really bother me, but if that happens to you as well, know that that is normal. Close your eyes, soften the gaze, or the internal gaze. It's almost like you're softening your eyes inside the eye pockets. Relax your toes. Or a little further away from your chest, or stay exactly where you are. Remember the edge, go find that edge, then commit to stillness, to the non-fiddling, and let time do its healing. And the breath, of course the breath. Always the breath, nice and deep and slow. Notice your thoughts. Notice what you feel. When we move and work through our body, we also move and work through what our body holds on to, which can even be things from the very past, things that are still present, that we haven't let go of. So just allow any thoughts or any emotions here on the mat. It is often when we suppress thoughts and emotions that they will pop up at a later stage, or where they start to linger. Let go of it. Just try to let go. Feel. You're allowed to feel what you feel. You're allowed to think what you think. Just observe and notice. Wow, this is quite a strong one for me, I can tell you that. I'm definitely at my edge. But my kidneys will be so happy after this. Also, the bladder. The kidneys and the bladder are very linked, obviously. So maybe drink some extra water after class. 2 more rounds of breath. Yeah, nice. Ooh la la. Take another deep breath in. Slowly bend the elbows. Let the chest come back down to the floor. Let's start again on the left side. Turn your face to the left. Just 30 seconds here. A little bit of space under the left part of your belly. So really let the belly pop out when you breathe in. Change sides, extend the leg, turn your face to the right, let the right knee come up. Let's come back to center, nose to the floor, legs extended, and then softly press to tabletop. And we'll come into a seated position. You can come a little closer to the top of your mat. Butterfly leg. Baddha Konasana legs. Yeah, so bring the soles of the feet to touch. And we'll stay here for 4 minutes as well. You can, again, find something for your head to put on. Or even a bolster, if you want something soft. Rather. So your feet can be on the outside of your bolster. You can just let your head drop on the bolster. All good? Awesome. Alright, so soles of the feet to touch. You can create a little stacking of your blocks here. I don't know, maybe here. Maybe the block in between the feet. Maybe a big pillow on top of the feet. Maybe all the way down onto the feet. 4 minutes, off we go. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Breathe here into that back line of the body. Notice where you feel what. So the kidneys sit right here. Sometimes it's even nice, I forget about it, but tapping or punching, no, not punching, kind of massaging that area also stimulates the kidneys. Be gentle and then just let go. You can do that at any time. In forward folds, it's really nice. Just either with little fists or with flat hands. You can do that for a while and then go, okay. And you can even feel the post effect of that tapping, of the touch, of the stimulation. Notice if you're in the right position. How do you know if you're in the right position? Well, we do the edge, you know, but the most important thing is that you can actually breathe freely, that you can smile at any stage, that you can soften. Even thinking about soft things like feathers, sand, anything that is soft in your, like a teddy bear. On the exhale specifically, as I said in the beginning of class, long, extended, deep exhales can help you release, stress, help you release any anxiety, or even things that you've been holding on for longer than you know. So whether there is something particular or not, just trust the healing process. We're halfway, slow breaths. Breathe in between the shoulder blades, breathe. The ribs expand on the inhale. Maybe a sigh. Sighs are always welcome. will do half butterflies now. So I'll face you so you can see me. Whoop, crack. Your right leg can be extended to the side. And your left foot is in, almost like a tree pose, you know, when we stand. No, not 4. I want 3. 3 minutes. 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0. Good. But we fold straight forward. So again, if you want something to lie on, like maybe you can come on a block, just test out. Maybe you want something soft on it. Maybe you want to be here. Just make sure both sit bones stay on the floor, and this left foot can also go up higher, huh? If it's tighter in, maybe it's a bit uncomfortable, so play around with that. Softly activate these right toes, and then you can either come down on a block, or if you want a little bit more height, you can bring the bolster in, place the hands and let your head rest. It's also fine to turn your head to one side, just remember which sides. Alright, we'll stay here. There we go. Clock timer on. 3 minutes. It's a bit cold on the floor tonight. Brr! Winter is here. I love it. It's like a little puzzle. You're like, okay, should I do this or should I do that? What feels best? Where's my music? I think it's because of my computer going in sleep mode. Yeah, I think that's why. It's never happened before though. It's very strange. No, 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 no. Oh, or it's my little boxy. Anyways, they're not. Oh, it's the boxy. Interesting. Well, you stay where you are. We've got around 2 more minutes to go, a little bit more than that. Soften your shoulders. One more minute. If you want to remove or prop, go a little bit longer with the spine. Just make sure your right sit bone also stays on the floor. It's not a competitive environment. One thing is not better than the other. That's the great thing we can teach our minds here in Yin as well. Actually, in any yoga poses, it's the journey. It's not the ultimate goal. It's the sensations. It's getting to know and observing your sensations, your thoughts and your emotions. Go to a place where you can feel something shifting, something changing. 3 more rounds of breath. Slowly come up. You can leave the prop that you used in front of you because you'll use it on the other side. But we'll first just bring our feet flat on the floor and just rinse, shield wiper a little from right to left. That's it. Nice. Couple more times. Lovely. And then we'll go to the other side. And the other side is is always interesting because there's a kind of an expectation. Oh, let's do exactly the same as we did. But it doesn't work like that. It's really feeling in again. Our right hip, left hip, it's not the same. So maybe you need even more proppage here, who knows? Oh, you look nice and warm there. Good. Alright, place your head on the floor. Let me put the timer on. Yeah, we need to stay warm. We've got the fire on here as well. Yuna is obviously lying right in front of the fire. Little princess, our little princess. Alright. Close your eyes. Notice if your shoulders and your neck are relaxed here. We tend to hold on to a lot of tension in the neck and shoulder area. So purposefully let your neck and your shoulders relax. Try to have both sit bones onto the floor. So if the sit bones start to lift off the floor, it might mean you're too low with your head. It might mean you have to put something under your bolster or use different proppage. Come back to the breath. Slow deep breaths in and out. Maybe count the breath. Halfway, so you can choose at any time to stay, to back off, to go a little deeper, but make it a conscious decision. Not because you're frustrated or emotions or thoughts that pop up that we don't like and we want to walk away from. Those, let them be. Move because you feel you have to move, because it's painful. Otherwise, just commit to stillness. One more minute. Around 3 more rounds of breath here. On the next inhale, slow motion all the way up. Oh, bring your feet, maybe hips a little, and there we go. Just slowly bring some movement in. Notice if the right leg and the left leg feel kind of the same or a bit different. Obviously, when you bend your knee for a little while, the blood is restricted. You might feel the effect of that. Let me just check the time here. Yeah, let's come to our spinal twists. So move. Actually, let's use our props. It's so nice to have the props. I'm actually going to put something warmer on here. Oh, this thing is so comfy. It's wool, so it keeps me nice and warm. Nice. So let's use our props, because in Vinyasa we also use props, but we can use all the beautiful props that we have. So either a block or a bolster. We'll start with our knees to the left side. I'm going to place my bolster go for 3 minutes. So you can choose to place your right knee on top of the bolster. If you prefer a block, you can also use a block. You can even put a block in between the knees and let both knees fall over. Oh, my hair thingy. All the props, all the hair, all the clothes. What do I feel like? This is actually quite nice. No, I feel like something softer. Today my intention was slow it down. I can bring a lot of, you know me, I can bring quite a lot of pressure on myself. So it's always like more, more, more. Sometimes it's very cliche. Sometimes less is more. So today I'm sticking to my own intention of slowing it down. Less is more. Because often when we pull out a little bit, we can actually relax more. So that's how less is more. We actually work deeper into the tissues because the body can relax. And sometimes when we take a more intense variation, the body can't really go, oh, okay, thank you very much. I needed that, you know. 2.5 minutes to go here. Feel free to place your left hand to the outside of the right knee or let the arms be on the floor. Can you soften with every exhale? Soften your toes, soften your knees, as if your body is super heavy and it's almost like melting into the floor with every exhale. Sometimes I visualize, I imagine I'm lying on sand and the imprint of the shape of my body is softly becoming deeper and deeper into that sand with every exhale. Yeah, very nice. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. A minute to go. This song is called Sleep Tonight. I hope you get to sleep tonight. 2 more rounds of breath. And then come back to center. Pause in the middle and just bring your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees knock in towards each other. Place one hand, your right hand onto the tummy, left hand onto the heart. Notice what the breath does to your chest and to your tummy. Eyes closed is totally fine, so you can feel a little more, think a little less. And then we'll do our last shape before Shavasana, which is the twist to the other side. I'll turn so I can see you. So the bolster or your blocks are on the left side. Take your time to set yourself up. Yeah, look. Nice, nice. shimmy, shimmy your upper body. And it's interesting because with, specifically with twists, it can feel very different one side to the next. Deep breaths in and out. Close your eyes. Soften. Another minute and a half, nice and slow. We'll sleep nice tonight after yin, then our central nervous system is all the way calmed down. We've got 30 more seconds. Make sure you're nice and warm for the next beautiful shape that is coming, which is Shavasana. Yummy, yummy, yummy. 3 more rounds of breath here. Nice. Move slowly, bring the knees back to center. And then we hug them in just for a little while. Bring them in, little bit of circles, right and left. And then let's find the Shavasana shape. Let's go for 5 minutes. If you want to meditate instead, feel free to do a meditation. The first couple of moments may take a little while to really settle in. Feel free to still move your hips a little, move your shoulders, and then go, okay, let go. And we spoke already about letting go. Reading a beautiful book where interruptions or challenges or where that's in relationship with others or with ourselves, it really serves us to let go as soon as the interruption presents itself. Because otherwise it tends to become so much bigger than it really is. And letting go is something we can also practice, and we practice that a lot in Shavasana. Letting go of having to do anything, letting go of having to move in a specific way, letting go of having to breathe even in a specific way. Just be totally still. you are in a really, really peaceful space, just stay. Ignore my instructions and just stay. Otherwise, with your eyes closed, start to stretch your arms overhead. Oh, nice. Lovely. A little stretch to the left. Just take your time and then release the chest and then slowly come up to a seated position. Take your time, you're really not rushed. Keep your eyes closed and just notice. Notice the effect of pausing, of resting physically, mentally. Just really taking time for yourself to process, to digest, to integrate, to calm down, to slow down. Palms together in front of the heart. From my grateful heart to your grateful heart.